Hey everybody, David Alter here for Rink Wide Toronto, presented by Bodog. Make a play at Canada's choice for free casino games, sports odds, and poker strategies. Tonight, the Toronto Maple Leafs get ready to host the Dallas Stars here at Scotiabank Arena, and the Toronto Maple Leafs will be making a couple of lineup changes following their 4-2 upset loss to the Arizona Coyotes the other night. Nick Robertson will finally make his much anticipated season debut. You do remember that he actually had a pretty good training camp, 8 points in 5 preseason games, but because he was waiver exempt and Toronto was right up against the salary cap, he missed out on that opportunity. Then Matt Murray got injured. All of a sudden they had a lot of space, so Nick Robertson came up. He watched up in the press box for the last game, and then immediately after that game, Sheldon Keefe said he anticipated changes, and so therefore Nick Robertson will finally get into the lineup, and he'll get to take on his brother Jason, who is fresh off that new 4-year big money contract that he signed during training camp, or at least he had to miss a little bit of training camp. So another brother versus brother game for Nick Robertson's season debut. Woodbridge's Victor Mete will make his Leafs debut. He is into the lineup after Jake Muzzin suffered a neck injury in the last game, and so he says he's going to have a lot of family on hand for this. He is originally from Woodbridge. His folks live up near Kleinburg, another suburb of Toronto, so he's kind of got settled in here, and now he's going to be the everyday sixth defenseman, at least until there's some clarity on Jake Muzzin's status. He is on injured reserve, but that all that means is that he misses a minimum of 7 days retroactive to Monday. There really hasn't been any hard updates on Jake Muzzin's status, of course. The way teammates are talking about him, they're concerned. He's had a couple of concussions last season, and they just want to make sure that he's all good in terms of his long-term future from a health perspective. So that's the story when it comes to the Toronto Maple Leafs lineup changes. And of course, Ilya Samsonov will actually get the nod in goal. Eric Kallgren was in goal for Arizona. It is Samsonov's net for the time being, with Matt Murray on the shelf for the foreseeable future. He'll go up against Scott Wedgwood, who is the first to come off the ice here as the Dallas Stars wrap up their skate behind me. So that's the story here. Also, the Leafs, along with all the other teams in the NHL, unveiled their reverse retro jerseys. It's a marked improvement over what they had in 2021, where they did the gray instead of the white, which didn't really make a lot of sense. So now they kind of went with a classic one. It's kind of like the reverse version of the early 2000s Maple Leaf jerseys that you probably remember Matt Sundin wearing during the playoff run when they used to wear white at home. But it's the blue version of that, and they've got the reverse color scheme and a different logo, kind of an offshoot from the 40s to 60s logo. So I think it looks pretty snazzy. So that's the story here. Make sure you check in to the post-game show with myself and Rob Wong. We'll break it all down for you on Rink Wide Toronto.